Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We're going to talk today about DigiByte. Why has it really pumped? Let's find out. So hi everyone, if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit the bell button, like, comment, all kinds of good stuff. Leave comments, it helps the video get more traction, all kinds of stuff like these. I spoke about DigiByte the other day about when to invest, right? I'll go into the charts in a bit, but let's be honest, I had a bit of a boo-boo on that video. I didn't really mention prices. I will in this one. But I want to talk about the news in terms of why this is doing incredibly well. But it comes with an air of caution. If I am exposing you to DigiByte, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will say, just sit on your hands for a bit. This has risen a lot. A big, big move. I rate it. I would suggest if you're new to cryptocurrency, this is a sort of coin to look at due to its fundamental roots. It's an old school coin, it's been around for a while, it's a community driven coin, it's a good one. It has a real term case, a real use case. Not every coin does. A lot of coins are pretty dire, pretty bad, just rubbish companies based off the back of something that's useless. DigiByte, not one of them, one of the better ones, trust me on that one. So, the news. Not the greatest source of news, but I'm going to talk about it on this website. In terms of the website's not the greatest, but I want to talk about it. It's all over the place, and this is the one website that I thought, well, I'm just going to use this one because it's white, it looks nice. DigiByte have discovered and built and stated and all kinds of good stuff about COVID-19 that they have created a blockchain application which will, monitor certain things to do with said virus going around the world. Now, it's interesting, it works, it's definitely something to look at long term to see what on earth can we do with blockchain technology in real use cases, real life situations, whether that is simple stuff like tracking your sausage roll going from the oven to your hand, whether that is a pandemic, whether that is your car pass, whether that is if you need to go for a wee or not. Random stuff that can be tracked by a blockchain. It's kind of weird, I know. But ultimately, this is brand new. It is also a part of the hype wave of what is really going down right now in the world, and that is a pandemic. So, what it is, in a nutshell, it's a tracking device to basically determine if people have said virus. So it is an alert incentive. So in terms of this, power lays in distributed approach where care organisations work together with research and university to create a vision for the future. So essentially, right, they're creating an application which can help ease the spread of coronavirus or any other future pandemic that could happen in the future. Now, it's new. Obviously, I've said it's riding the hype wave of everything. But in terms of where this is leading us, it's a little bit of an iceberg break, isn't it, realistically? When you think what we can do with blockchain technology, it's just the absolute tip. And DigiByte have already established something that could open the world to blockchain. Companies to blockchain, institutions to blockchain, to use blockchain companies or blockchain resources, etc., to do tasks that may never have been possible in the past. Huge. So, in terms of this, I've not done a massive amount of research in terms of how it works, what it'll work, when it'll be released, all kinds of stuff, what the trials are. There has been trials been announced in the NHS in the UK at certain points, but I'm not sure. I don't know the full details, and I'm going to go into that. But I want to talk about mainly the incentivization of blockchain technology more than anything. And DigiByte have got the incentive and the bollocks to basically go, hey, let's crack on, let's do this, let's build this, let's do it. And they've done it very, very fast. And they've done it very, very well, by the looks of things as well. So, in terms of that, as I say, it is the absolute tip of an iceberg in terms of what is possible with blockchain technology. Not so much payments and storing of data. It can be used on so many different levels. And it can be used, to keep people safe, which is massive. There's stuff that could happen with blockchain technology that could really outmaneuver everything and change the way the world is. So just think on that before you start thinking like, I'm sick of these prices, they're a bit rubbish. We are still very, very early, in my view. So, shall we talk about the charts for a minute? The reason why I'm saying let's talk about the charts, because this was the layout I did the other day. If you didn't watch it, check out my previous video where I talk about when to invest in coins. These are like long-term analysis. Long-term, over time, these will happen based off Fibonacci levels. Now, this is kind of, it's kind of invalid, but ultimately, weekly levels are pretty good. So I'm going to remove the fib, but we're going to keep these weekly levels down here. Now, when you look at things and when you consider where we've been, this is a huge, huge move. And as I say, everything that goes up will come down. Throw something in the air, what will happen? It will eventually hit the top and it will turn around, right? Same with charting. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but you have not, in my view, missed the boat. So if we go from this point here, the confluence between that daily level is pretty key. In between there is pretty key. Happy days, right? Problem we got is, we'll go from this weekly level here. This is a ginormous move, by the way. That's 800%. 8 times your money. 8 times. The alarm bell should be ringing. Profit taking should be happening right now. It should be already happened. If you've been in from the sky and up from these high levels and you're kind of stuck, well, there's a way out of that. If it does come down, try and accumulate more coins. Personal opinion, not financial advice. But when you look at this massive rise, it is going to turn around at some point. Nothing goes up forever. No matter how good the apps are, people will ruin you. People will take profits. People will dump on you. People will make it worse. But today's candle is key. Reversal candle is developing. We've still got 14 hours of that candle, so don't read into that too much. We have a massive divergence on the RSI though, which I want to mention. Huge. Right. Whoop. So, divergence. When you got price action and the candles are bigger than said RSI over the closure, in my view, I think it's going to be very, very unlikely, but we have to go up about 10 points on the daily. It's going to be quite, well, 6 points on the daily, 7 points, give or take. Now, if this closes in a said level, lower than that peak, we have formed a bearish divergence on the RSI. That would indicate that momentum is changing. We're starting to see a turn. This may be the ceiling now. Maybe the ceiling. Hype dies down. People will move on. They'll find the next thing to jump into to make money. That is what most people are here for, to make money. Now, bear with me. If you are buying into this, it's very, very risky. I know some people gave me a little bit of trolling. This video aged well. When to invest? You shouldn't have even been investing here. This is where that video was pretty much ended, right? At literally 2 pence, 2 cents or whatever, right? Yes, we've gone up since then. It happens. But that 2 cents level is actually only 20%. It's not massive. It's not huge. You got to think of the long-term game. This has already went up 800% now. Huge amount of money. What's 20%? In terms of the whole move? Wait for it to retrace. It will retrace. Look at this wick here. I think that's probably a glitch, but either way, you can see that we have been pulling back a little bit right into that EMA. Off we go again. It will retrace. Always does. So points to improve in terms of where you can look at buying. 0.016. So 1.6 cents pretty much isn't a bad place to be. Lower, 0.7 cents. Huge difference. And then obviously the floor here is 0.02 cents. So it's moved up a lot. If you are a long-term investor and you want to accumulate and you're happy with this news and you think it's brilliant, look to accumulate your bags when it dips. Personal opinion, not financial advice, as always. So there you go. Today's video is done. If you are stuck though, what I will say is if you are stuck in a rut and you're unhappy with your position and you've been up here or in the sky or wherever you've been, you should be looking at taking some profits a little bit in terms of this, holding some tether and wait for it to come down. I think this will come down, personal opinion. I think this divergence is pretty huge. it's going to retrace. Even if it retraces down to this level here, for example, from this sell point here, you can accumulate an extra 31% of your coin bag, meaning you are growing your income without actually having to buy more. Kind of works. So there you go. If you like DigiByte, let me know. Obviously covered it twice now, very quickly. The technology, it is the tip of the iceberg of starting to get people to understand and know what blockchain is. I will do a further video in the future about what the app is. I don't want to go too much into detail because I've not really done much looking at it. It's also very new. So yeah, where can blockchain take us? Very interesting.